Hello everyone, myself Sneha Vardhan. I have done my graduation and post-graduation in life sciences. Today we are going to discuss about the cell. Within this topic, we are particularly going to discuss about the discovery and the classification. Okay, now what is cell? Cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Why do we call it structural unit? All the organisms are made up of cell. That's why we call them the structural unit of life. We also call it the basic unit of life. Now, why do we call it functional unit of life? Because all the metabolic function are performed within the cell. The term cells means a little room. Now, who discovered the cell? Cell was discovered by the Robert Hooke in 1665. Robert Hooke discovered the dead cells from the cord. Now, who discovered the living cell? Living cell was discovered by the Antony von Leeuwenhoek in 1674. Robert Brown in 1831 discovered the nucleus. Purkinje in 1839 discovered the protoplasm of cell. Now, what is protoplasm? Protoplasm is the fluid substance of the cell. For example, let's take a cell and remove the dead part of the cell. Now the fluid substance that are present in the cell are known as protoplasm. Okay. Now Sladen and Swainen. Was the botanist and the Swainen was the zoologist. Sladen and Swainen together proposed the cell theory. Cell theory proposes that all the plants and animals are made up of cell. Now Rudolf Virchow in 1855 proposes the omnicellula e cellula, means all the cells arise from the pre-existing cell. Rudolf Virchow expanded the cell theory by proposing the term omnicellula e cellula. Now let's talk about the classification. Classification on the basis of number of cells. There are two types of organism. First is unicellular and the second is multicellular. Unicellular, uni means single, cellular means cell. Amoeba, paramecium and bacteria are the example of unicellular organism. Now let's talk about the multicellular organism. Multi means many, cellular means cell. The organism which are composed of many cells are known as multicellular organism. Examples includes are fungi, plants and animals. Now as we know, the cells are of different shapes and are size. Now let's talk about the shapes of a cell. For example, smooth muscle cell. A smooth muscle cell is of spindle shape. Ovum is of the spherical shape. Sperm cell and the nerve cell is of the distinct shape. Sperm is the smallest cell of the body. Ovum is the largest cell of the body, and the nerve cell is the longest cell of the body. And if we talk about the largest cell in the world, then the answer is the ostrich cell. Ostrich egg, sorry. Now, classification on the basis of presence and absence of nucleus. There are two types of cells, prokaryotes and eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotes, pro means primitive, karyon means nucleus. Cell without nucleus or primitive nucleus is known as prokaryotic cell. Examples are the bacteria, blue-green algae, PPLO, Pleuropneumonia-like organism. It is also known as mycoplasma. It is the smallest cell of the world. Now, eukaryotes. Eu means true, karyon means nucleus. Cell with true or well-defined nucleus are known as eukaryotic cell. Examples in plants and animals. Thank you.